Going on, everyone? Happy Tuesday. Took a couple trades today. Just gonna recap those real quick. Just tell you what I was looking at. Yesterday, mentioned it. We had that previous supply zone we came into. We took that extreme, and I ended up going short at 65. So, knowing that, I was kind of keeping shorts off the open. My game plan for the day. Sellers seem to be present using thesis from yesterday. Would like this to be a seller targeting lower extreme of range, targeting 56.05, then demand down to 55.08. If buyers can hold price above 56.05, we'll consider longs with complementing order flow. I knew that my bias was a little bit more short side, especially seeing the selling. As soon as I hop on the screen, I see a lot of selling pressure. All right, we can see a little bit of bloodbath. And I had this level marked with demand down here. If we don't break this level, you think we're making higher lows and this thing starts to advertise higher. And that's what we got versus selling pressure through this 05. I would maybe be looking for this level to either hold or break through. Targeting short down to this level. And going into the market, we off the open, selling pressure, just giving it some time, being patient. I marked this level down. We had sellers selling at this level, 56.20, which was previous point of control. And I was kind of waiting on news as well. We had 10 o'clock red folder. Sometimes I don't like to deal with things I don't really have control over. So it's probably just better I stay out of that. More often than not, that will pay out. Or more often than not, when I trade when things are about to happen I can't control, I'm more likely to get in a position where I take a losing trade. So I waited for news. One of my mentors, he took this trade at 15. This was something I was kind of looking at. I'm kind of looking at like maybe these sellers that were selling down here and just seeing how they were reacting. I kind of liked it around 21, taking the market long. So I think would have been a good area. However, it's too close to news for me. I mean, it wasn't in my setup. And if I was to take a long, I wanted to really come back into this level or hold above and then take the market into the supply. I didn't take this trade, but I do know someone that bought at 15 and then sold at 30. So that's something I will recap later. But once news closed, I'm looking at how transacting is happening. We started to compress. We started to compress. It's down here. Typically, when this happens, you expect the move to come. Right, we're getting this level of consolidation. We've seen levels where this could either fake out, this could move higher. So I was interested in longs based on the fact that we failing to test this 20 level. We were staying above it. We saw selling pressure which wasn't being rewarded. And using that prior thesis, if we put in a higher low here, the market is probably going to condense upwards and test the supply again. Last night or this morning, we came back into that supply zone. There was a large seller sitting right there, and we moved off it. So I knew this level would want to be if we're not making new lows, where are we targeting? We're probably targeting this dude at 44.50. So me knowing that and looking at that consolidation, I took the market long on 2 attempts, and I do not have the Zella to pull up. All I have is this. So first trade, I entered long at 5630.75. It's kind of a tough entry for me because I'm trying to wait for the confirmation. I'm trying to time it correctly because I could try and just focus on getting a good entry. But for me, I want to play the reaction more than the entry. So we had a seller selling into this low right here, and then buyer stepped in. So I wanted to take that long. It started going into drawdown. I just mistimed it. So I took it off for 3 points, closed it at 27.25, actually closer to 3.5 points. But I was still interested. I was still waiting. We made low back down here to the 24s, which was right here, and then buying quickly reclaimed back above. So I ended up taking the market long again at 5628.75, looking for a test of 42. And that is what we got. I was in that trade for 12 and a half minutes, cashed out for a little over 12 points. And it was a good setup. I was patient. I ended up about 8 points in profit and started to consolidate. I just had a lot of faith that we were going to test this level, right? And it could reject this, it could hold this, it could buy above it. And it's mainly on the fact that we put in this higher low, and buyers seemed pretty responsive at these levels, looking for a compression, higher low, higher low, higher low, looking for this thing to compress higher and test this level again. That's what I took. Good trades. Proud of myself for, taking the loss right here, not losing focus, not getting upset, not thinking the plays is still not going to work out, just being patient. Preferably for me, I wanted this to come back down into this level right here, test and then hold, or either test and then break through. We never got that, so I had to try this again. Once we came back in that level again, buying stepped in right after. I am in 28.75. I'm in right there. And thing played out in my favor in, like I said, about 12 minutes. So we have Nvidia earnings tomorrow. Market may wait on that. It's a single company, which we're just gonna play how it is, but that's where we're at the moment. For the week, I said we are up, and just happy with the performance, happy with the consistency, happy with the presence. Today I was tired. I really didn't want to wake up. I stayed up late, but just showing up each and every day, no matter how you feel, right, and continuing to perform at a high level is what's going to carry me and carry you and carry anyone into a level of greatness. So appreciate it. That's all I got for today. Have a blessed day.